Dear esteemed chairs, dear students, dear supervisors, thank you for this wonderful presentation and for the wonderful progress reports that you have presented today. I'd like to say a few words as a closing remarks to close this session. So as I mentioned briefly in my opening speech, we had around 100 applicants that applied to our program. In the end, 84 students were finally admitted to our program. So at the beginning of the year, we had 84 students, and we divide our year, the first year, into 4 different phases, which consists of 3 months each. So during the first phase, we want to implement the methodology of learning by doing. And during these 3 months, we want to teach the students how to find the most important question, how to clarify and simplify the question, and also how to design the project. And of course, at the end of the 3 months, we have expectations and goals. And for this progress report, we want the students to have drafted their PhD or MSc thesis. Everyone should have learned the different methodologies in translational medicine, and also have reached the data extraction phase. But of course, it depends on the study size and also the complexity of the project. And finally, only 80 students were able to reach this phase. And so the next phase will be, for the next 3 months, will be the phase 2, and of course, we'll still be implementing the learning by doing. So here, we want to teach you how to write an article, how to communicate professionally, and also how to interpret scientific results critically. And at the end of this the 6 months, we expect that everyone to complete their search, for them to show preliminary results, also, of course, exceptions depending on the size of the project, and then present their achievements critically and effectively as well. So we know that the Christmas break is coming up. Next week is going to be the workshop, and after that you'll be on a break until January 4th. And some of you may spend your Christmas in bed, others may go skiing, and some may have some Christmas cookies as well. But the reality for PhD students and MSc students may be that you might be doing your selection process during the Christmas break. And unfortunately, of course, it's not the ideal situation. But I know that these next 3 months will be difficult because it is not interesting to be doing selection process, data extraction, and many of you may lose motivation during this next 3 months. But I want to encourage you that when you finish data extraction and when you finally get your results, I'm sure you will find meaning and motivation when your results will provide change into the clinical practice and also put science into healthcare again. So I just want to say that, of course, I mentioned at the beginning of during my opening speech that we like to encourage activity and engagement during the whole progress report. And if you ask 3 questions, we said that we're going to provide you a certificate with supplemented bottle of wine. And if Noemi, if you can come up. I'll call up your names, and if your name is read out, please come up to accept your gift and also your certificates. And of course, if you didn't ask your 3 questions, you'll get a chance to do it in the later days of the progress report. And if you did ask 3 questions and your name wasn't called up, please come to me after the closing speech, and then maybe you'll receive it the next day. The first one is Aron Fakete. Next one is Balázs Füle. Hajnalka Német. Next is Ranim Al-Jaloudi. Tamás Toth. So the first one is Olaf Zolkiewicz. Theodore Penishola. Anna Maria Marches. later. Stay up, please stay up. Stay. If you can stay here for the picture at the end. Oksana Grigorovich, Danish monarch, Natasha Balazs, Tibor Segeni, Harnaka Német, Yunki Beck, Amit Lukacs, Omar Abu Elyones, Hedvig Bodos, Laszlo Kovacs, Veronika Upor, Tom Brand, Gergely Schusch, and Martin Szombately. So if you can just come close a little bit. The first one is Olaf Zolkiewicz. It's not here. Laszlo Kovacs, Patricia Schneidereit, Daniel Peter, you can just give it to us. Martin Szombately. No, we'll take pictures after the speech. So thank you. Marta Loshonsi, Shoma Sergey, Michalis Diokados, Martin Miko, and I know we had some late people who won. Some honorable mentions are Regina, Akos, Nadine, and also Yunki Beck. But we will provide you your certificates afterwards. So moving on, I want to remind you about the next Nobel event, which will be held in March 30th, and that will be in Szeged, whereas in March 31st, it will be in Budapest. I highly recommend you to join the March 30th one, because this is a very huge event that we organized, much more bigger than the one that we had a couple weeks ago. I believe the Hungarian president will also be in attendance as well. So in this event, we'll have two Nobel laureates, Randy Schekman, who received the 2013 Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine, Ferenc Klaus, who received the Nobel Prize in Physics, and he will be only attending the Szeged event. Next, we have also three different esteemed people in science. For example, Francis Chan, he's from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, who provided exemplary work in gastroenterology. We have Tibor Kapu, who is a Hungarian astronaut, and he will be only attending the Szeged event. And lastly, we have Naomi Elmers, who is a distinguished professor of social psychology at Utrecht University. So, of course, we like to be a green CTM. So on your way out, please return your name card, and so that we can reuse it again for the next progress report. So as Peter Hedgie likes to keep saying, let's keep the ball rolling and continue with your progress for the next progress report. Congratulations once again, and thank you for being active during this progress report, and Merry Christmas. Thank you.